be like the longest one in his recording, maybe.
I just did a countdown 3, 2, 1, and the one that doesn't really count because I went 1, and that I don't think that's a proper countdown. I don't think that's allowed to even be considered in.
Well, I do think that like everyone should have the freedom to have their countdowns as they like it.
You think so? It's
because like just because I want my countdown to start with 4, go up to 7, and then down to 2 before going to 15 and 1, like I can.
You need an algorithm just for your countdown.
Yeah. I could totally make one. That would be fun.
But is it allowed to make your last second 2 seconds long? I'm not sure that's legal.
Maybe not.
No,
there might be a law somewhere about this.
There might be.
I know where there's not going to be a law about this.
Where?
In Orion.
Okay. Orion probably does not have that laws. You have a lot of interplanetary laws.
Yeah.
Maybe. But this is what we're going to be looking at today. From Skell Games, the wonderful, hilarious game Orion Trail, and if you were a kid in the 80s and 90s, you may have had fun with the game Orion Trail, which was supposed to be a history game where...
In a lot of ways it was. Quite faithful.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean...
just because everyone died of dysentery.
Yeah. Dysentery. Could live off lots of buffalo. You were waiting to get that buffalo because then you could actually feed your
and also like you always had like the fun gameplay, the fun part of the gameplay where you could like move mouse or something to actually try and shoot something.
Yeah.
So that was also cool. Like
the buffalo were slower.
That was not the first FPS, was it? No.
Tell me what an FPS is.
Like a first-person shooter where like you have the gun and scope. No, right? Okay.
No. That was definitely not first person. You had the little guy with the musket, and you were. Buffaloes were the best because they gave you the most meat and they were slow.
Yeah.
Rabbits were the fastest and gave you the least meat.
I'm not gonna lie, it's one of the things that like I'm sad in life. I've never killed a rabbit on the Orion Trail.
Oh,
I spent a lot of bullets trying to.
So which part of that makes you more sad? The part that you never killed a rabbit, or you never have been on the Orion Trail? Are those both together? Is it?
They're both together. I've never killed rabbits on my way to Orion.
Oh, okay.
And
I don't know if that happens in this game.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna totally find out.
Absolutely. And this is a wonderful parody. It's a wonderful parody of Orion Trail. It's a great parody of Star Trek. You're going to catch a lot of other science fiction references in there.
And I'm gonna cut to you because I just want to point something. As it's kind of a parody of Star Trek, you might notice that like we're both having red shirts today.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Because we might completely die.
It's quite possible, but that was part of the fun of Orion Trail. Also, is like you would put your own name in there and the name of your friends. And then it's like, oh, Brooke died of the pox, that sort of thing. And it was hilarious. And you can do the same thing in Orion Trail. They give you a whole list of possible characters that you you put together your main bridge crew, and you use that bridge crew to try to navigate your way across space to get to the space station.
Somewhat similar, I would assume, like at least reminiscent of Faster Than Light. I'm not sure if you played it.
I have played Faster Than Light. I really like it.
Yeah, at least like when I explain, it kind of gives the same feel.
There's a very similar feel. Faster Than Light doesn't have the comedy focus.
Oh yeah, not at all.
It's still a great game.
It's a great game, although like the comedy would make it awesome, more awesome. And maybe that's where Orion Trail is going to take us.
It's quite likely. By the way, I don't think we introduced ourselves, so we're being quite rude.
Oh yeah,
and
totally.
I apologize for our terrible behavior. Our mothers are ashamed right now for not introducing ourselves. I am your host, Brian Davidson, and with me, I have the man who came from outer space and wants to date your daughter, William Bastros.
Hey.
Yeah, it's he's good for her. Trust me, he's a good guy, good people, absolutely. We're broadcasting from Prejmir, Romania, kind of in the center of Romania.
Pretty much in the center. As Brian put it a while ago, we're pretty much on Romania's belly button.
We are totally. It's in the mountainous belly button. Romania has an Audi.
Fair enough.
It has an Audi, a really cute Audi, and here in Prejmir, we're pretty much in the center of that. You should come see Prejmir. It's a beautiful, beautiful town.
And if you're not in Romania, like, you should totally come and visit Romania. It's an amazing country.
It's fantastic. But yeah, back to the subject at hand, Orion Trail. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to pick our crew, as is how this whole thing starts. With the click of a button. There we are. We're going to start with the first mission.
I think so. Especially because, like, the other ones seem to be locked.
Yeah, I've been through some of these.
Oh, cool.
And
cool.
I think. Well, it's
we have. So yeah, like
funny.
we're gonna start with the first one.
It's
not because the game is kind of forcing us, but because we think that's the one we should.
No, I'm a little bit confused because I actually have played through some of these up to here, I think. So, but okay, it started me at the very beginning. Let us start at the very beginning. It's a very nice place to start. Here we are. The Milky Way.
The Wilkie May.
Oh, the Wilkie May. Thank you. Oh,
because it's a sister galaxy to our own.
Dyslexia.
The Wilkie May is nearly identical. Efforts to explore this sector have been put off because it's really annoying to refer it by its name. Because, like, I was going like, hey, have you been to the Wilkie May? People keep calling it, like, the Milky Way for some reason. We'll never know why.
Yeah, my dyslexia almost made me skip that joke. That's oh shame on you, dyslexia. But yeah, it's but this is where we're starting. We're starting at the Wilkie May. If you have a candy bar, you should give it a go. Oh, we had some viewers on the other end. Oh,
we were quite up. We were up to 5 at some point.
Oh, okay.
That was really cool.
Okay, so let's take a look at the Wilkie May. Okay, we have a choice between Captain Fallon, the Space King, and Viley Stardust. Viley Stardust.
I would say.
Well, I think if I'm going to be the captain, can I be the captain?
You can totally be the captain.
Okay. I'm looking at Captain Fallon and the Space King. Their stats are exactly the same.
So with that in mind, like, who would you say fits the bill slightly better?
Space King has a beard.
And he's the Space King.
He's the Space King. I mean, I don't know about the rest of that, but, you know, being the Space King, each character has a story. Here we have the Space King. Denny McBeans, son of Galaxy Force hero Dusty McBeans, suffered a massive head wound during the basic training. Now, the bemused lad believes he is the king of space, and everyone has a strict orders to go along with it. Okay, strict orders to go along with it. Maybe let's take a look.
Let's check Captain Fallon, because, like, I'm curious why he's Captain.
My hair used to be like that, and when I used to wear glasses, my eyes got better.
Yeah.
So I don't have to wear glasses anymore, which is interesting. I don't know if that's normal, but Captain Fallon. Not much is known about Fallon. Rumor is that he bluffed his way into the space police, arrested a starship captain, and then convinced the crew that he had always been the captain. Well, that's a lot of great trickery. But I think I'm going to go with the beard.
One thing though, like, I heard that Captain Fallon was actually Jimmy Fallon's descendant.
You know, he could be.
He could totally be.
He could be. I wouldn't dismiss that possibility. But yeah, I have I have empathy for the beard. So we're going to go with the Space King and change the name to Brian. Accept. Okay. Oh, and you see, I'm there in the middle. I have a little crown.
You
That's
have a
me.
little crown.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
it's like the deck crew actually comes in here, and you'll see them doing little things here. Now, do you want to be the first officer, or do you want to be one of the other officers?
I don't remember. Aside from first officer, who do we have?
Let's see. Well, we have Loretta Fife.
Loretta. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't see myself as a Spocky kind of guy.
Okay.
Still, we can totally go. Let's check.
Well, this is
So we have Loretta 5.
Mm-hmm.
We have 7 of 11.
Mm-hmm.
With 7 of 11,
Yeah.
not 7-11. Corporations are still not people, at least not in the game.
Well, at least not in Romania.
At least not in Romania.
Yeah.
And we have Zachary Gary Mort. Huh. Well, he seems to be kind of like tactics and the diplomacy guy. I don't know what's wrong with my English today. Lieutenant Mort has had a rough life, but has found something worth fighting for at Galaxy Force. Fiercely loyal, Lieutenant Mort is known to work hard and play harder. Oh my. It's best not to ask about the scar. Well, as I do have a couple myself, I think I'm gonna go with Zachary.
Okay, and I'm not going to ask about the scar.
Please don't.
That's
And you can put yeah.
There we are. William.
Look me there. Never been that skinny in life. Who is going to be our chief engineer?
Well, we a couple of our followers who are really cool. We have Doug and we have Brooke.
So I think Doug and Brooke will be part of our crew.
Yeah, Doug and Brooke have to be part of our crew.
So who do you see being chief engineer? I think Doug.
Doug. We could go with Doug.
We can go with Doug.
We have Sigvi Rain, Chewi Tusai.
Choi Tsai, I think.
Chewi Sai. Yo-Yo Hamber. Yo-Yo Hamber. Okay.
Now I'm gonna apologize for bad jokes. Not today.
All right. Well, who do we have? Doug? Does Doug wear glasses? I don't think he wears glasses.
I don't remember him wearing glasses at least.
Okay. So we might go with Yo-Yo Hamber.
I think Yo-Yo Hamber.
I think his wife might like him being a big bear kind of guy. She might like that.
Fair enough.
So Doug, this is for you. Here is your story, Yo-Yo Hamber. A despicable first officer with many talents. Oh no, a dependable first officer with many talents. Maybe I do need glasses. Lieutenant Hyber is a tenacious defender of his friends. His life's work is impressive. Possibly the probability matrix found. And I'm sorry,
It's okay. Do you want me to do the reading? Do you want me to do the reading?
Yeah, if you could.
Okay, so a dependable first officer with many talents, Lieutenant Heimber is a tenacious offender of his friends. His life's work is the impressive probability matrix found in every Galaxy Force ship. Not saying he's Scott, but he totally sounds like Scott.
He does sound like Scotty. But today he's gonna be Dougie.
Today's gonna be Dougie.
Yeah, so Dougie. All right, Dougie. There you are. There we are. Actually, there's you right there, and Dougie's the big bear. So
that should be important. Look, well, still, I'm okay with that.
Okay, I made the screen bigger. Now make it smaller. Okay, now Brooke. Let's see. We have Rorit Dorchel, Colonel Bananas, and Dana Log. Oh, that's a tough one. This is a tough one. Who do we choose for Brooke? I'm thinking Colonel Bananas or Danalog.
Or Danalog, one of the two.
Danalog? Oh, both are so great. One's looks like an old-fashioned robot, and one looks like a monkey. I'm thinking we go with Danilo. That's what we're gonna go with right now. We're heavily on diplomacy here. That's going to be important for when we have to make a lot of different choices. Again, it's a little bit small. I've shrunk the screen again so I can kind of see what's
A
going on.
defective defector from the notorious analog collective, Danilog, has provided key intelligence in the war against his backwards kin. As an officer, his methods are as primitive as his hardware. Oh my.
Oh well, this is one of the parodies. They have, instead of the Borg, they have the analog collective, and the parodies just are so much fun. I really enjoy this. There's our goal as we go along the Orion Trail. And now we are going to equip our starship. We have to choose how much we want in the way of crew, fuel, food, and hull. I think it's good to have like a couple in hull, starting out. Maybe 2 in fuel. It looks like you could do 2 in each.
Looks like.
So maybe we'll just start with that for the first time around.
Be as balanced as we can.
Yeah, from my experience, I mean, what runs out the fastest is fuel and food.
I guess so.
But if it's starting us out with 8, then we might as well start on the first mission with a little bit in each. So here we go. We're going to set ourselves off to launch. Oh, there's Brooke in the corner there.
And Orion, here we go.
Orion,
here we come. Actually,
here we come. We could go or come.
We could go or come. Yeah,
we could get there.
We're on the way.
We're on the way. The Wilkie May. Okay, so we can go to the Class B star. A young,
incredibly hot star.
Incredibly hot.
Well, we can go to Red Nebula.
The Red Nebula, a collection of space dust and ionized gas. There we would get crew members if things go well. Here we would get something random. First Mate William, where would you have us go?
I would say we plot the course like the Class B. For the Class B star, because like random is good, especially at the beginning. Why not? Like we still don't really need much crew. We can totally try this.
Okay. Well, let's give this a go. Let's give this a look. I'm gonna expand the screen a little bit for us, and we're setting a course to the Class B star. A roll of the
Bruce. Bruce?
Groob? Groob. It might be Groob.
Gru 9? That looks like a 9.
It could be a Gru 9, or I don't know if that's a little G or a 9.
Well, it looks more like a 9. I'm gonna say it's a roll of the insert here something we can't really see at the moment.
Okay, but what's going on? We have this like cube head. That's our ship. The Indestructible 2, I think, is the name of our ship.
Yes, could be.
Yeah, I think that's the name. We don't know what happened to the Indestructible 1.
There's a couple of theories going around.
Your ship stutters and stalls. A shimmering spectral cube with 6 distinct faces appears before you in the dark of space. You are in the presence of the Groog, or Gru 9. Groog, it's Groog. Little G. Okay.
So it's a G? Okay,
it's
so
a
yeah.
little G.
It's supposed to be
okay.
G.
Problems we know now. Your probability matrix spins out of control. You must roll the die or die. So it's like Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I was gonna say like that's literally the story of my life playing as a rogue.
Mm-hmm.
Like roll a d6 and hope for the best.
I think that's the way you go. That's the way you roll. So we can go with science, but we're not really good at science.
I would say we would do what we would do in real life, and we go with diplomacy.
Diplomacy is what I usually do in general. That's very true. Address the side currently facing you. I think that's actually a very good direct approach. So that's what we're going to do. You don't intend to lay your hands upon a cosmic entity of unknown power. I don't know. If we did, we'd have to wash our hands too. You decide instead to speak with the face of the cube already looming before your ship. The Groog shimmers and becomes a deep shade of blue. Engage. And it spins, move. Okay.
That's a good result. That's a good result.
Yes,
we're not dead yet.
Okay, continue. The Groot's mouth flattens. You'd like to talk with me? I'm afraid our conversation will not go very far. You are like this Nutri-Paste in your food tanks, sticky and bland. Better used as a buffer than as stimulating sustenance. Oh man. So with that,
So apparently he doesn't like our grub.
he doesn't like our food. I mean, that's rough. You know, we're not going on a second date.
I don't think
no,
we will. I don't think we will.
No, but we got 3 hull points, so that's
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
That's good.
yeah. I think that's better than it is bad. All right. Now, so where do we move to from here? Okay, we have the Orange Nebula, shifting brown.
And shifting browns and oranges make up this murky cloud formation.
And that would bring us to some victuals, some food, some nums, some sustenance. That can
And
be
another Class B star.
So we can go random again, or we could try
I
to
would
get some
say we
food.
try and go get some food. It seems to be the one like draining the fastest.
That and fuel. Those are the two that can really sneak up on you. And that's actually part of the strategy. And but interrupted. You have encountered a gravestone. You would have that happen in Oregon Trail as well.
Yeah, I think so, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you would. It was kind of one of those funny things. And then you see what somebody died of. Sensors indicate that there is some sort of floating memorial nearby. Your navigator has asked if you want to make a short detour and check it out. Yeah, we do.
I would say we do, yeah.
Of course we do. Let's pay our respects.
Director Atom met his fate by rapid molecular decomposition. I'm not saying he was shot, but he was totally shot.
Yeah, it's like, well, that's poor Adam. That's nice. I love our response. You know, my captainly response. That's nice.
Well, there are probably worse ways to go into space.
There might be. We might find those out soon. That bless you. You begin giving a powerful impromptu speech about the meaning. About its meaning. Halfway through, you sneeze and interrupt your train of thought. Huh. That's it. That is... Nothing happened. A lot of times, something happens at the gravestone.
At least nothing bad happened.
Oh, okay. Do you want to take a look at this?
So, it's no space for this squatch. All hack breaks loose in the cafeteria when an 11-foot Hotian, glacial primate, bursts through the freezer door and runs amok. I told you we should make sure they're dead before we put them in the fridge. It must have been scooped up during an ice run, which would also explain the fur-covered ice cubes from the dispenser. That's why.
Ooh.
I just thought we were doing new ice cubes or something.
At least it's not the captain's cat.
True.
You know.
So let's see what we can do. We can try and capture the creature for research.
Mm-hmm.
Science. We can put this Yeti on ice again.
We could put the Yeti on ice.
Or maybe we can try to negotiate with it.
That sounds like our strong point. So I mean, this is what you do, and sometimes your strong point isn't an option. But right now, we're gonna go with negotiation. This is very Star Trek, actually. At
True.
Least, maybe not original Star Trek. More.
No, but even original Star Trek, like most of the time, you would start like trying to solve things in a very civilized way.
And then
before
Kirk
before
punched
Kirk
somebody.
would, yeah, exactly.
Or judo chop. There was a lot of,
Then
kind
kissing somebody, because like that was the whole point. I think like Kirk was actually setting a course not to boldly go where no man has gone before,
make out where
but
no
to
one,
make out
where no
what
one
species no man had made out before.
Yes, it's totally about making out with aliens. That's the original Star Trek.
The crew stares blankly at you while you make the case. The creature seems to have moderate intelligence. I will not make a joke here. Maybe we can communicate with it and let it know we mean it no harm?
Let's give it a try. Let's see if we speak Yeti. Do we speak Yeti? Oh, slow down, slow down.
Oh,
Okay,
almost the perfect one.
We're doing good. We're doing good. It works.
Somewhat surprisingly, and the creature settles down to grunt to the crew's gestures. He seems quite amused and agreeable to the crew, having back the cafeteria. You book a shuttle for the creature to be returned to its planet. We got like 30 food from this. I know, like, yeah, we got a shuttle to return it to its planet. That's where the food came from.
Mm-hmm. Well, we've
been eating Yeti for a while.
Well, at the very
tastes like chicken.
Ooh, wow. Well, it's at least we have some.
Down.
Oh, we're down?
Yeah.
Okay. We're down. Let's see if we can get back.
Yeah.
Stop the stream. Start again. Are we on? Are we back?
We'll see. Not you yet. Let me write.
I don't see us streaming here. I could turn it off and turn it on again. Classic IT.
Try stop and start again.
Stop. Start.
Yeah, okay, so we're on again.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
Okay.
No, apparently we're still off.
Okay, we're coming back. Streaming.
Turn it off and on again.
Oh, we're back.
Oh, we're back.
Okay, there we are.
The boys are back. The boys are back in town.
The boys are back in town. That's an Irish band.
Really?
Yeah, that's Thin Lizzy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they have a statue of their bass player in the center of Dublin.
Really?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Stream has been a little bit tricky. Stream is fighting us a little bit.
It does that. It happens. No. There we go. And moving on.
We'll continue. Okay. We're recording and we'll post it.
Since we're down again.
We'll be posting this as a video later, so we'll edit out a couple of the parts that are not streaming so well. Okay.
Okay, we seem to be back.
So we're okay.
Because that looks like we're back.
Okay. Yeah. And like I said, for the video we'll edit this and take out the dead air that happens. But back to the game.
Or, like, for the team, we're gonna take out the dead space.
Okay. It's should we be moving on?
We should be moving on.
We should be moving on. Okay. There we go. All right. We have a couple more choices here.
We can go to a class M star.
An old star at the end of its lifespan. We'll get some fuel there. Or move on to this
class G star. A yellow star, much like our own. I would say we go to the other one.
We've seen our own.
Yeah.
We've seen our yellow
well,
star.
Not up close, thankfully.
Yeah, and we won't see this much longer. It's at the end of its lifespan.
Yeah.
The mad scientist. You are called down to the science lab at the request of your chief science officer. Isn't that Doug? I can't
Yeah.
remember. Yeah.
No. He's our chief engineer.
Oh, okay.
I think Brooks our chief science. I'm not sure though.
Okay, Brooke, what's up? Apparently, one of the scientists has been experimenting with corpses. This self-proclaimed genius claims she can revive the dead.
We can either double check the work or we can raise the dead. And I'll say we raise the dead.
Raise the dead, I think, is where we're going. Is what we're going to go with. That could lead to more crew members. You know, it's the responsible thing to do.
I don't care if it's unethical, impractical, or even doomed to fail. You've wanted to laugh maniacally all of your life. We know it's true. With a pull of an oversized switch, you cackle as lightning strikes the corpse on the medical bed. And does nothing.
But we got more bravado.
We got more bravado and totally okay, right?
I think the laugh brings more bravado. I think that's what we get from working with that scientist. Oh, we didn't even get to the class M planet.
No, we got it now.
That interrupted us.
Yeah, like we're not on the planet of the apes. We're on the planet of the primates.
Okay. You discover a planet populated by humanoid creatures with freakish ape heads.
Dun dun dun.
Since they appear to be intelligent creatures, you open negotiations to barter with them. They send a delegation to your ship. I feel like I'm talking like Captain Kirk as I read this to you. We have some choices again, and diplomacy is one of them. Do we present the leader? Do we present bananas to the leader?
That sounds so specious. But I say we do.
I think that's our strongest option right now. Study the monkeys. If we were better at science, maybe pretend to be in distress. That's a tactic, and we're not that great at tactics. We're going to keep going with diplomacy. It's like Next Generation. It really is.
Yeah.
Lots of diplomacy. Welcome to the Council of 12 Monkeys. You welcome the Council of 12 Monkeys to your ship and bestow a lavish gift of bananas to their leader. As you do. That's...
Bruce Willis tried to...
Move.
Oh. Ah!
Just there. We're being
really lucky today.
The force is with us.
Oh, it was quite awkward. Like, the monkeys are embarrassed because they were going to give you a lavish gift of bananas. How could you bring the same gift to a meeting, you know?
Yeah.
After an uncomfortable laugh, they host a cocktail party with tons of banana daiquiris for everyone. You use the leftover daiquiri as fuel. Not like our ship runs on alcohol.
At least.
So do we.
I think most Romanian ships run on alcohol.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I
know Brazilian cars actually do. Like, we actually have cars that run on alcohol.
Oh, that's cool.
Ethanol, more specifically. We're good.
That's very cool. But yeah, we got the fuel and we're moving. We're doing really, really good this game.
Yeah, surprisingly so.
Yeah, absolutely. I've had a much tougher time in this game before now. But yeah, the numbers seem to be with us. A green nebula, a rich emerald green nebula. Most other nebulae are envious.
I would say they're green with envy.
Yeah, I think so. Absolutely. I'm sure that's what they intended.
Mm-hmm.
Class G star, yellow star, much like our own. Again, I mean, I could get food, but I'm not excited about going to a star that's much like our own.
We should totally go for the green nebula.
Green nebula, absolutely. Oh, and interrupted again. Moldy NutriPaste. Okay, that could be bad. According to your head chef, a batch of NutriPaste has become infected with a strain of Flodovian mold, rendering it completely inedible. However, if you expose the affected paste with some high-energy radiation, that'll kill the mold. So do we lose some fuel So
My personal opinion is neither. Like we just give it to people. On World War One, they found out penicillin, or at least like that's the legend they've heard. When they're giving moldy bread to soldiers, and like those soldiers were like healing faster, because for some reason it like the mold was turning to penicillin or something and killing the germs. So we could like maybe even space penicillin, but on this case, I say we dump the food.
Yeah,
Because like we're gonna get food now.
that's
So at least we might even out.
Since we don't have the choice. Let's dump the food. Let's get rid of the mold. Ew, no. You don't care how much radiation you built your food with. You're not touching that stuff. You give orders to dump the food into space, and there goes 15 portions of NutriPaste.
Okay. We're in trouble.
This is gonna be rough. Analog disruption. Alarm begins to blare. You've entered space controlled by the Analog Collective. Their rudimentary technology slips by your sensors. Nearly a dozen hodgepodge cubes float into view. You don't think you've been detected yet. Power down and sneak by, or fuel power to engines.
Well, so both cases, we have to use tactics, and like it's our second, like it's one of our lowest values. One of them, if we lose like hull, and the other one, if we lose fuel. I would say we go with the first one. We power down and sneak by, because like if we lose some hull, we can still like manage because we still have like kind of a lot of hull.
Yeah, we got 3 hull on our way here.
And fuel is kind of like I would say slightly more needed because we'd be spending more and more.
There's a strong drain on fuel and food in this game.
So I'll say we power down and we try to sneak by.
Yeah, let's go with that. Good advice, first mate.
It's only logical.
The Analog Collective has a hatred for modern technology. If you can sneak by the cubes, they won't forcibly downgrade you and your crew. I love that it's a downgrade.
Right?
We're like going down to 8-bit sort of artwork here. You power down everything, but life support and begin coasting. Seems like a space war movie in a way.
Or Doctor Who. Okay, we're really the luckiest human beings here today.
This is working out really well.
And Baron Robot.
Yes, yeah, we have a Baron Robot with us. Thank you, Doug and Brooke. With all the systems completely offline, you float past the oblivious analogs without incident. You power your system back online and discover that your little stealth operation was also incredibly fuel efficient. Moving on.
As they go, and like I just want to say,
we're doing well with fuel.
As like someone that usually tends to roll rogues whenever we're playing like D&D and stuff, sneaking by, sneak is always a very good thing to do. You know, like stealth usually helps a lot.
It can be. It really can be. I mean, your first level, you're facing a dragon, you sneak.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what you do.
No, we're kind of slightly out of options, so we can only go forward.
Moving forward to a Class B star, a young, incredibly hot star. We're checking out this hot star.
I heard it's Starlight Johansson.
It could be. The alien intruder. Internal sensors detect an alien presence has suddenly appeared aboard your ship. The alien has given no indication of its intentions.
So I might lose a little bit of my nerd credit at the moment, but I can't remember. On Star Trek,
we're playing this game, so I think
on Star Trek, like you have this godlike figure that shows up on the ship,
especially the old one.
Yeah, I know. I cannot remember his name.
Q.
That
was the Next Generation.
Yeah, that was the Next Generation one. Mm-hmm. So yeah, like we just got a visit from Q.
That's quite likely. Our options are bait the alien intruder into the open, limit the alien's movement about the ship, communicate with the alien intruder.
As we've been doing until now, like I think we should play to our strengths and try and talk with him.
Absolutely. Diplomacy has been great to us, so let's keep going forward. You use the ship's speakers to broadcast a universal peace message. I often do. That, peace and love.
Oh!
Ow.
Okay, remember the... Yeah, so apparently,
Uh,
communication is not always the answer.
Not always. This doesn't.
I don't like this call. I don't like this call.
That's a little bit daunting. The message's base frequency translates into the alien's vibrational language as something unkind about its mother. The alien eats nearby scientists to learn our language, then proceeds to curse you out before leaving. Swear jar.
He should totally swear. He should totally pay up.
He should totally put something into the swear jar. This is for you, Mr. Alien, because honestly, you should know better. You should, or this is.
Then again, it's kind of our fault because like we swore on his language first.
Yeah, that's true. That's so we actually, that's on both of us.
That's on both of us.
So 2 in the swear jar. There we go. Absolutely. 2 in the swear jar, because we have a little potty mouth.
Poor alien.
Space potty mouth. The space potty. I don't know what the Star Trek potty looks like.
Neither actually.
Do they ever show the Star Trek potty?
I don't think they do. I don't remember it, at least, like any episode. If you do remember an episode where they show up, please do send a message or something.
Yeah, absolutely. Message us. We want to know. We're quite curious about this sort of thing.
I really don't remember a single time where this happened.
I don't remember bathrooms ever in Star Trek.
But then again, like, it's very seldomly you're gonna have like an episode where a character just like stays in the bathroom for a while.
Or, well, I mean, even goes.
Like,
but I don't remember them even going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Is there a locker room? There's probably more locker rooms than there are bathrooms in Star Trek. But
maybe we'll find it out. We have to go through at some point. I'm pretty sure there's a wiki with this info somewhere.
Somebody knows, and they'll tell us, and we love you so much for that. Class M stars. Someone's broadcasting a message here. That's us. That's Comics Cafe TV. Oh, but we are interrupted. Anchors away. Tragically, the lead anchor of your ship's closed circuit morning news show, Indestructible Today, has passed away. No news is bad news in this case. So we just lost 1 diplomacy and 1 crew member. Oh, that is bad news.
Have you seen Good Morning Vietnam?
I haven't yet.
Good Morning Vietnam!
I haven't seen it yet.
So, like, I'm just assuming that, like, he just died.
We were all sad when Robert Williams.
Yeah.
So that's
like actually true. Like when Robert Williams himself passed, that was really
yeah. That's
sad.
So yeah, I think that we can empathize with that actually. Forms and formalities. The Admiral hails you, asking for a quick favor. Can you retrieve the Jelak Ambassador from Nebula 4? Your ship is closest. He understands that if you don't have he understands if you don't have time. Why wouldn't you have time? The planet's just right there.
I say we assemble a team to fetch the ambassador.
I think so. But this is actually said in maybe the native dialect of my home in Prince George's County, Maryland. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I love that that's there. That's but we're going to go fetch the ambassador. That's because that's just part of the fun.
No, for Rochedo.
But we have to choose. We have to choose which one of you is. Oh, I forgot to change Brooke's name from Danilog. But this is Brooke. This is just so everybody knows.
His name is Danilog, but he goes by Brooke.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's his casual name. So who do we send down there?
Okay, I just want to point a couple of things.
Mm-hmm.
Like before we choose the leader of this party, I want to point out that we're sending Alana Christine, Zachary DeLorean, Crumpo Corduroy, Xander Carterius, Fergus McCrockstomper, Heck Collins, Courtney
You,
Sassy Pants, and Stock
you
Vice.
know, you just gave more credit to the red shirts than the original Star Trek series
Ever
ever
did.
did. Ever did.
I don't remember. I don't remember hearing like a single name.
I do. I remember.
You do?
Yeah. It's. I don't know if one was ever called Ensign Smith. I can't remember them now. I hope one was called Ensign Smith.
I know there's like this episode on I think the original series where one of the red shirts was supposed to be Scotty's nephew, and they kind of cut that.
Really?
So like the episode's still there. Like you can see like he dies. Obviously, it's a red shirt. That's what they do.
Oh.
I think that has to be like on the job description, like wearing a red shirt, dying. And you see like the reaction Scotty really feels it. Like and even Kirk's a little bit like beat down because of that. But they never really explained the why. I don't remember which episode is this, but like it was supposed to be his nephew. Maybe that's the episode where they give him a name.
Maybe. Later somebody will name Danilog Brooke in the story canon when Danilog becomes a real boy.
Yeah.
That's
Which deep down, that's why we're going to Orion, because like the wizard is an Orion.
Mm-hmm, and he's gonna cut Danilog's strings.
Yeah. And gotta make him a real boy.
He's gonna have some moral lessons on the way. Maybe turn into a donkey. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. But looking at these statistics, I kind of want to send you down there, William.
I'm up for that.
You have you or Doug, because there's like a variety of statistics here.
Send me. Worst case scenario, I'll die. That's like how life goes.
and
Clear incoming customs. The team is herded into a long customs line, as we usually do whenever we get down somewhere. When your team finally reaches the booth and shows their interstellar passports, a stern, uniformed hypoclop blinks its eye at me and booms, "Anything to declare?" Well, I do have like to go and ask like, what's illegal? The team can't properly answer the question unless they know what's declarable on this planet. They don't want to get into trouble after all. Wish me luck.
And it puts the crew members up there.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Okay, well done. Well done, First Mate William.
The Hypoclop respects me for taking the law seriously. Yeah. Turns out nobody's carrying anything objectionable. At the nearby welcome center, each crew member receives a welcome bag with plastic tchotchkes, brochures, and snacks.
I have to point out something.
Please do.
If you look at the bottom here, you have a new scene because you beam down to the planet.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like you have like a lot of paperwork here. A hippoclops. It looks like a one-eyed hippo with a tie. Yeah, a one-eyed hippo bureaucrat. And our crew is still doing well. So well done. You got.
Could you call like bureaucrat hippopotamus hypocrat?
Maybe. Good call there. It all adds up.
It's one step before hypocrite.
Yeah, exactly.
And I say we move on. As while we still have everyone, we move on. So we end up meeting the ambassador. After customs, the team meets the Jelliac ambassador. It's awkward. Jelliacs are like liquid beans. The ambassador is a jar of pink liquid with eyeballs floating on it. Creepy. Or not, depends where you're from. Will you escort the jar to high command? Or is it just too weird? Like, we could escort it, we could verify if it is him, or it's too big, we could say it's too big, too weird, and get some help. My thinking is kind of the following. I don't want, to be specious and assume that all pink liquids and eyeballs look the same, but I really, really, really think we should we should verify if it's the ambassador.
You think you should verify? Okay.
I think so. Let's see if we're lucky. Ambassador? Yes, said a voice, echoing through the minds of the away team. I get awfully sick of this. Yes, I am a liquid ambassador. In a jar. Get over it. Awkward, awkward.
Lose one diplomacy.
How would I know, guys? How would I know? The team and the ambassador are ready to go. One problem. It's legal to take more than 100 milliliters of liquid off the planet, says nervous for terrorist suspicion agency. This throws a bit of wrench into your mission. What will you do? I could either charge the gate or try to sneak it through. I'm not gonna lie.
Freezing the ambassador doesn't look like a good option at this point because of your science.
Yeah, like my tactics are okay, so I could try like
that could be a
try
big faux pas to freezing the ambassador.
I could try to sneak him.
Sneaking looks like your best option right now, so we're gonna
go with that.
We're gonna go with sneaking the ambassador in.
I know exactly what to do. I stick the jar into a crew member's uniform pants and continue through the customs confidently, as though nothing is amiss.
Because what could go wrong?
Exactly.
Absolutely. Engage.
And
number 1, engage.
On a very unfortunate...
There goes one of the crew members.
On a very unfortunate situation, Heck Collins, our friend who was like here for us from the beginning, like the jar burst on his pants. Slightly earlier than it was supposed to, and for the next several hours, must be spent like rigging the ambassador of the pants into a new jar, and the crew member died of embarrassment after being seen in his underwear. And apparently he literally died of embarrassment.
Oh yeah, there he goes. See the little ashes right there? You see?
Also, you have him here, like you have Hank Collins in the grave.
Gravestone, yeah. That's fantastic.
At the shuttle, the team finds an armed guard of hippoclops surrounding it. An audit of our customs paperwork finds that you failed to visit the space notary for the proper stamp. Your leave is denied. Proceed to customs immediately.
Demand an appeal?
Or should we beam them back? I would say we should follow the proper rules.
Go by protocol.
We should demand an appeal and hope it's for the best. I'm quick to demand an appeal. The highest ranking hyperclub size and escorts the away team to the appeals line, which is even longer than a customs line. And the away team prepare for the custom appeal. I step up to the podium in front of the appeal committee of 3 angry hippos. 3 angry hippos who hear and rule in the appeal. I could ask questions, lots of questions. I could pretend I don't speak hippo, or I could here it's saying take prisoners, but we all know I'm gonna be kidnapping someone and try to use it as a shield. So, we have an expression in Brazil, to be the armless John, which is to pretend, yeah.
How do you say that in Portuguese?
Dar uma de João sem braço.
Okay.
Which is kind of try to be the smart one, try to do, for instance, pretending I don't speak hippo.
Okay.
And...
Okay, Mr. Clever Pants.
I turn off my universal translator, which was it was actually a babblefish in my head.
Okay.
And shrugs and act as though none of the team can understand the hyperclops. For good measure, they start speaking exclusive in gibberish.
Let's see how this goes.
We can hope. We can hope. We can hope. We can hope.
Oh, we got it.
And it works. And it works perfectly, as it usually does. The hippos nod and pretend to understand the gibberish. None wants to admit he can't understand. They clear their throats seriously and state the paperwork thorough.
Yes.
To avoid looking stupid.
Okay.
Which it's really good. It earned me a bravado and a tactics point.
Oh, this has happened to us both in Romania.
Actually, yes. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
More than once, I just start speaking gibberish in Portuguese really fast, and people tend to get very okay. You know what? You might be crazy. I don't know. Maybe you have maybe you're possessed or something. You're speaking in tongues. I'm gonna go. and they just leave me alone. It's quite cool, actually.
Our Romanian's getting better though, so that's fantastic.
So the team won its custom appeal, but now we must obtain a specific sticker to be affixated to the shuttle, allowing departure from Nerbus 4 space. Enough! Cries the ambassador telepathically. Well, or I mean, I invoke a trial by combat. Wait, what? Well, with our current situation, we can fight, bring down high-tech gadgets, or choose the manner of the battle.
Your tactics are getting pretty good.
Yes, and I'll say we'll choose the manner of the battle. Because, knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
I point out to the Hippoclops that if they're being robbed into a battle as proxies, roped in a battle as proxies, they should get to choose the manner of the battle and the weapons. And for some reason, the Hippoclops find this to be entirely reasonable. Because we're lucky, that's why.
Yes, we are.
This could go really, really bad or really, really good.
If it just stops. Oh,
No.
Okay.
It worked.
It worked, but we lost a crewman.
But it cost... Who? Oh. I think I went.
Oh,
So I chose a dance-off. Yeah, no. Which gives the away team an advantage. It's not as great an idea when the Hippos fail a complicated lift. You get to leave the planet, but a crew member is crushed by a flying Hippoclop. Although there has to be the best headstone ever. I don't know who, but someone killed by a flying hippopotamus.
Yeah, that's...
And Fergus McCrockstomper was stumped.
Oh, Fergus, we hardly knew you.
But you could stomp Crocs like no one else could.
Yeah.
Finally, we delivered the Jeliac ambassador to the space station, where the Admiral is there to greet you. He thanks you for your help, then reminds you to be sure and fill out all your away mission reports. Well, we can cry and fill out more forms, or we can leave without doing your paperwork. Or make a crude gesture, but that probably would be like...
That seems like...
That would be like the physical version of a sword, and we don't want to...
We put enough in the
We don't want to put enough more than sword jar right now. And by my experience with paperwork in general, I say we cry and just keep filling it.
Yeah, that's...
Until we get carpal tunnel.
This is what you do. This is what you do.
And we do what we're supposed to do. I hate it, but I do it. It's okay. And... I lost a bravado because of this, but I got one more on tactics.
Another tactic.
So apparently this was actually very, very, very productive.
Yeah.
When the Jeliac ambassador returns to his watery planet,
Gloopy appreciation.
He tells tales of your bravery that inspire young Jeliacs. Several of them telepathically apply to join the crew. And I will tell you something. We approve the applications.
Well done.
Who cares if they got no arms or bodies? Their jars can be stored easily in a closet, and you just padded the crew number. Which we have 16 new recruits and we got one science.
This turned out better than
This turned out way better than expected.
Yeah.
And now I guess we move forward.
I love the planetary missions in this.
They're really, really cool.
Yeah, you kind of get the feeling of this kind of choose your own adventure book. And which I'm going to be reading Choose Your Own Adventures on the Twitch channel.
Hopefully you do. Those are really cool. I used to play those a lot when I was younger, and I kind of miss them. I'm not gonna lie. They used to be quite fun.
They're fun. I'm looking forward to giving that a read. But we have to go straight ahead. Keep plowing through to this asteroid belt. Okay, a collection.
We seem to be offline again.
We're offline again. Okay. Are we offline? Are we streaming? I mean, we're still recording.
We're still recording.
We're still recording, and the stream might come back. Okay.
Well, I say we do the following. We turn back, we keep playing.
Yeah, and...
If we get back,
okay,
we get back. Yeah, we're back. Get back.
Okay.
We're back. If we want, we won't. Oh, I actually have to see with you for us to give the sign replicator here. That might be the Wi-Fi connection.
That might be part of it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, here we go. We're continuing with the on the way to the asteroid belt. Sorry about the stream. It's a little bit tricky.
We're still getting the hang of it, but it's getting better, hopefully. And we should go to the asteroid belt.
We should go to the asteroid belt.
Basically a collection of space rocks and debris.
Mm-hmm. And there's no other choice.
Yeah.
That
usually plays a part.
We've been doing really good with the food and fuel.
So, suddenly, the ship finds itself in a golden haze. What initially appears to be a solar flare is actually a swarm of millions of fireflies. This is remarkable because whoever heard of a firefly in space? I'm still not over that. I'm still not over that. Bring firefly back, please.
They might have to do it as a next generation thing at this point.
Oh, I don't care. Like I'm okay with Nathan Fillion, 80 years old, like with a cane going around. I'm Captain Malcolm Phillips. Like, yeah, Michael Reynolds. Sorry, I don't know where I got Phillips from.
I don't know.
Yeah, like my nerd cred is really going down at this point.
Is there a Captain Phillips?
Maybe it's something, I guess.
I'm not sure. Maybe Captain Phillips can write us.
So we start to discuss what we should do. We could capture some to study, which would give us, like, on the best scenario, food, but take away some crew if we fail. We could blast our way out, which we can get a random thing or lose some hull, or we could feed the critters, and that's some random thing, or lose some food. And I would say the following: like we have the same stats for both like attack and tactics, so for both blasting or feeding them. But I would say like my love for Firefly will never allow me to attack it.
Okay.
You're still the captain. Like it's your choice.
It's a tricky one because, I mean, from what I understand, blasting your way out of the Fireflies is what the Fox Network did in the first place.
Pretty much, yeah.
So because of that, I think I'm going to go with feeding the critters. Just on principle.
We expel some nutri paste into space, thinking that the cloud will move on and let you pass without incident if you keep them happy and distracted. I say, engage.
Engage. I love the Picard sort of thing.
Okay.
Move.
Okay,
We're
we
good.
did well.
We're good. Hey, check that out.
For 3 food, we got like a whole full science point. That's really good.
That is nice.
You escape during the ensuing feeding frenzy and see that the cloud has expanded twice its size. Who knew that feeding the fireflies make them reproduce? The galaxy will want to know this interesting discovery.
Fox sure didn't know.
Fox certainly didn't care.
They starved the fireflies dead. But moving on, as all Firefly fans have. No, they haven't. They haven't. I'm wrong.
Most of us didn't. I guess
most have not. Asteroid belt, a collection of space rocks and debris.
Mm-hmm.
We just came from one of those. Class X dwarf star, a green star. Theoretically, these shouldn't exist. Moving down, a Class V star, similar to a Class K or M star, but pinkish. What do you think, First Mate?
I would say we go to the green dwarf.
To the green dwarf? Theoretically, it shouldn't exist. That makes me curious.
Exactly.
Crisis, karaoke night. Oh.
If you ever heard me singing, you know that's a crisis.
Deciding that your crew could use a night of fun, you all go out to the famed Galaxy Club. To your horror, you learn that it's karaoke night. A blurry, one-eyed hippoclop from Nebula 4 challenges you to a karaoke sing-off.
I still remember Croc Stomper. It was a one-eyed hyperclop. We killed him.
Yeah,
Poor red shirt.
we have to do this for him. Your crew eggs you on. Do we croon a sloppy show tune? Ding 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 with the trolley. Rap while dancing, all in, baby. Or classic heavy metal. It's the only way. Oh, this is a tough one. This
Okay.
it's all bravado.
Okay, no. I know you. And I know you have, which is probably like the second or third best rendition of Baby Got Back. I've heard you sing that.
Well, it's the John Colton version.
No. You do like your thing.
I do John Colton's version.
It's better than his.
Oh no.
Yes, it is. Like I like him a lot. Like, and his version is amazing, but like you doing it is like next level. So I think you should go with Baby Got Back.
Baby Got Back, but is that crooning or rap?
That's a question.
That's. I mean, if it's John Colton's, it might be a little bit more crooning. So because it's the John Colton, because we love Joko, we're going to go with crooning a sloppy show tune. LA Fizz with the Oakland Moody. You select a well-known love song. Yes, we did. From the hit space musical, The Leopard Liege. You give it your all. It's that or get beaten up by a hippoclop, right? Let's do this.
You could literally sing this to the Hippo Club.
Probably. I'm going to be singing this at a wedding.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That has to be one of the best wedding songs.
Oh,
Okay. Ooh, it was a hit. As I knew it would.
No, I hope it is at the wedding too. Karaoke night. The crowd lights, lighters and sways.
I would get a lighter on, but I don't have one.
I would totally do that at a Jonathan Colton concert. Many of them are in tears. They can't feel
the love tonight.
They can feel the love tonight. Several groupies in the bar. Sign up and join your crew.
We have 6 groupies.
And we have more bravado and diplomacy.
And I just want to point something out. The song was actually about groupies.
Yeah, yes it is.
He does say like you're not just a regular groupie.
No, she's not. They're not just regular groupies. We love them all.
We love them all. Yeah,
they're very special to us.
Which I think at the moment we have Mada, as our groupie.
I think Mada might be our groupie.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay, moving on from karaoke night. Getting closer, we can actually kind of look ahead to see how close we are. Just kind of moving. Oh, there's the goal. We're not terribly far away, but we still have some adventures ahead of us. We can find ourselves going to the K-star, a high-mass star near the end of its lifespan, or there we would find some hull plating, or go to the...
We might be out of the stream again.
We might be out of the stream again?
Yeah, a friend of mine just mentioned, like, she's just seen
the blank stream?
The Romanian flag.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's...
Okay, she says she can see it now.
Okay.
So we get back to the game.
Okay. Now she's seen it better than we are.
There at the end.
Here we go. Okay, Class O-Star. O-Star stars are young hot stars, like the temperature, hot.
Not attractive.
Not attractive. Okay.
Well, they say that, but the Class O-Star is probably attractive to someone.
It could be what's on the inside that counts.
Exactly.
Because going on the inside of star has to be a great idea. Yeah, that's my theory. So we're gonna go to the O star.
Also, it's purple. Purple's a cool color.
I like purple.
I like purple.
Purple's nice.
I like turtles.
Arbitration.
Well,
are we hitting a lot of bureaucracy?
I guess so.
Let's see. You are hailed by a nearby planet,
Mercurian,
which customarily flags down travelers to have them weigh in on legal matters. You agree, and find out your task is to settle the dispute, a dispute over a property between two of the planet's inhabitants.
So, we can go and determine the validity of the dispute. We can blast their sealing proceedings, or we can study up, and do it right. I would say, both attacking them and like studying for it have like the same bonus. Science, like it's likely lower than that.
Mhm.
I would say you do you, but I think we should study up.
You think we should study up?
Yeah, like let's do
go
it.
with the
Let's do it by the
tactics?
book. Yeah,
Okay, we're going to risk some hull planing, but we have some hull planing, so
it's okay. We have a lot of hull.
let's give this a go. We're space lawyers. I think they've had a few episodes of Star Trek
no,
with space lawyers.
no,
Move,
no,
move,
no,
move.
no,
Oh,
no, no. Oh,
oh!
almost.
We're
Almost.
terrible space lawyers. Our parents are ashamed.
Do you know what's the problem? We did not call Harvey Birdman attorney at law.
Yeah, that's probably it. Well, after nearly a week of studying, which is, from what I understand, all you need for the bar,
Yeah,
your understanding of
Mercurian.
Procurian law is found lacking.
I don't want to say they found our lack of knowledge disturbing, but it seems like they did.
They were disturbed by our lack of knowledge. You are booed out of the courtroom, and to make things worse, you accidentally drive your ship into an incredibly
It's because it's
large
hard to see.
tree next to the courthouse.
It's because it's hard to see the way through our years of failure.
Yeah, this is a sad day for the Indestructible too. But we're moving on because that's what we do.
And we don't seem to have much of a choice.
No, we have to go to
The Bascan Outpost. An outpost of the Bascan Emirates. They're always looking for hull plating.
yeah. Well, which is too bad that we lost some because
Yeah, we could totally have.
if we traded some extra hull plating, it would have been worth twice as much.
Oh.
But let's take a look. I mean, we're pretty close by anyway, so we still might be able to do some upgrades to ourselves or the ship.
Oh. The fish people are allied with the Galactic Force, so you're certain that they will be willing to let we stay here for a while. We could rest, but no one has lost HP, so we don't really need to.
We don't have to.
We can just chat and trade.
Chat and trade, I think, is a great way to go.
We don't really have money, and I'm not really feeling comfortable with giving away hull. At this point, we could get some hull for some food.
Or we could trade some fuel for food.
Or we could do the following. We could chat with the soldiers and see what happens.
Let's chat with the soldiers. The Peskin soldiers welcome you warmly to their table. After sharing a few war stories, they ask if you're interested in any training.
We could use combat training, but we could also learn about their customs. And I'll tell you the following. I think, combat training will probably raise our attack.
Or tactics.
Or tactics. And maybe their customs would raise, our science. Or diplomacy.
The customs could raise anything, even bravado, whatever, depending on what their customs are.
So, thing is the following, we could maybe go and, get science to the same level as the others.
Let's try their customs.
Let's try their customs.
To see if that will raise the science. Okay. One of the Peskins says she is willing to give you some data on how to speak Aquarios, the language of the Peskins. She's also up for teaching you some drinking songs. So we could try to up our bravado or up our diplomacy.
We could up our diplomacy for the same level as our bravado, or we could learn the drinking songs, and we could have a very high stat instead of a balanced thing. What do you think?
Let's go for the drinking songs. Why not? Let's let's try for the bravado and see where it gets us. Okay, the Peskins cheer. Fantastic! Sadly, we'll need to convert some of your food or fuel into booze. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
She looks you square in the eyes. You know,
For authenticity or whatever.
yes.
I just think she wants to drink something out of us.
Well, I'm honestly willing to trade. Well, that's 100 fuel.
Yeah,
But
like I would say we could give 30 food.
30, yeah, but well, that brings our food really
The
low.
thing is the following, like I didn't pay much attention, but I think it gets like down like 3 food per journey. And like 15 fuel. So maybe we could just like keep going only for food planets after this.
Okay, let's try it. Let's go with the food. Apparently, they know a way to convert NutriPaste into something incredibly intoxicating.
An amazing thing about Romania, they know how to convert prunes and pears and fruits in general into something incredibly intoxicating.
Yes,
A
they
palinka.
do. Palinka.
Greatest drink ever though.
It's really really nice.
Yeah.
You should supply the paste. They do their booze voodoo, and
Voodoo.
then the merriment begins. And we have more bravado.
The mass house seems pretty empty now. The
Let's.
requisition office is still open though. Let's go and check what we can trade for.
Okay.
Oh, we can sell our crew.
You can.
That feels like slave trade.
It might be more like
We're renting like
it's like you're sending them to as new hirees.
yeah. I'd say the following: we could put away like 1 or 2 of our crew. Oh, okay.
Okay,
Oh,
so
no.
it takes them down by 2 at a time.
No. Then get them up. Give 1 again. Give 2 hull.
Oh, give 2 all?
Yeah, because hull apparently is 1 for 2. So we're gonna go down to 6 and get 4.
Okay.
And now we can get like 60 food.
60 food. Let's. Do you want to stop there, or do you want to go more? Or?
No, I say we go more. Like let's go food all the way.
All right. And
Good luck to us.
good luck to us. Let's launch. With the trade completed, you head back to the mess hall. The soldiers are still gone. Let's leave. Let's be on our way. You discover a Peskin outpost.
Another?
Oh no, that's just.
Oh, that's the beginning.
It's
Okay.
It's just sending us back. Time to
So
leave.
time to live.
All right. Ahead of us, we find an orange nebula. Shifting browns and oranges make up this murky cloud formation, and it has some food. You have this guy in the white suit occasionally coming in. I like the random things that kind of happen here.
Isn't that cute?
He could be. I don't think Q had a beard. But he could be like one of the original Star Trek entity alien Q things, because there were like a whole
lot of them.
in the first one. The original Star Trek was a little bit like space Greek mythology.
I remember this episode when like they go near this planet when there was like this guy who would present them kind of a Middle Ages thing or like Victorian thing, and in the end his real form was actually that of a being of light, like or a gas ball. I don't really remember, and he was actually a kid.
Oh,
I'm not sure if you remember this. Like,
I think I saw
at the end of the episode, it was really amazing really amusing because his parents come and get him back and scold him for being mean to the puny humans.
That's good for them.
Yeah.
Good for them. That's good parenting.
That's good parenting
Space
right there.
parenting. Learn all sorts of things from Star Trek.
True. So we're currently finding the Globulus Rex.
The Globulus. Wow.
That's what happened last time I tried to cook.
Oh.
Shortly after deploying a routine foraging expedition to a nearby jungle world, you receive an emergency request. A sweaty corporal explains that the team is being chased by a Globulus Rex, the most feared alpha predator in this sector. We could use a pheromone screen to cover the retreat. We could order the team to stand their ground, or we could use a teleporter to distract the team.
Ooh, hard choice.
I would say like because of our stats, we're between like ordering the team to stand their ground, or use the teleporter to distract the team.
Yeah, those are.
But I'm not gonna lie, like I'm not really comfortable with like risking their lives. Then again, it's my captain's choice.
I happy to go with the teleporter extraction. Our fuel seems to be
We're
pretty
off
good.
again.
We're off again.
Yeah.
Oh,
So like you can see, Gabi was just saying that like it was getting stuck, and now she just told me we're off.
Okay, it seems like off and on seems to be the way of our stream.
Maybe the connection like next stream is gonna be better.
It might.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving forward, we're going to try to use the teleporter to extract the team. Here we go. It may be dangerous, but a hasty extraction of the team with the teleporter is the best chance to not become Rex Chow. Sounds like a brand of dog food that we feed to our dog. Okay, not bad. The engineering team is able to lock into each of the team and extract them successfully. The mission isn't a complete disaster either, as they had some of the forged food from their planet in their packs. So we get 30 food.
We got 30 food. I'm okay with that. That's good. That takes 10 spaces. Sorry. So
okay, we're close. We are close to our goal. On our way there, we could stop by the O star, a young hot star, like temperature hot, not attractive, or the K star, high mass star, nearing the end of its lifespan.
no one loves the 0 star. Let's go to the K.
Okay. At the
Okay.
Okay. Oh, but we're interrupted. A heartfelt apology. You hear a knock on the door. To your quarters, and one of your officer cracks the door open. Hey, I just wanted to apologize for earlier. It won't happen again. You're not entirely sure what this transgression was, but all's forgiven. And Doug got us more diplomacy.
Thank you, Doug.
Thank you, Doug. Well done.
Oh, again. So we're in a tense situation. You get a frantic call from security. A grobulent separatist has snuck aboard and taken the spa staff hostage. Wait, we have a spa? No!
Nice.
You had an appointment this afternoon. The alien demands to speak to you and only you. No guns, no tricks, just talking.
Negotiate the hostage's freedom.
Or listen to his demands.
We could try listening to his demands. It seems like we'll lose crew members if we go for the hostage's freedom, but we don't know exactly.
We could lose something else if we listen to his demands. But we could get something random if we negotiate the hostage's freedom, while just food if we listen to the demands.
I'm for listening to the demands.
Listen to the demands it is then.
Okay, here we go. Let's see what he has to say. He rattles off his demands. Fuel, food, a shuttlecraft, and a written document stating that the Galaxy Force will commit forces for the Grobulan Rebellion. Whoa, okay. That escalated quickly. Time to start negotiating.
Doesn't he want something else, like a little bit of coffee?
Coffee, that might be the food. I'm
Maybe.
not sure.
Okay.
All right.
Things have gone well.
You draft an overly complicated contract. In exchange for your most well-armed shuttle, he will release the hostages to you. You also snuck in an addendum in which he buys you lunch. Surprisingly, he honors the entire agreement. So,
not surprisingly, Grobulans tend to be very, very, very respectful of agreements.
Oh, I'm glad to know that about Grobulins. Got Grub from the Grobulins. And now we have a choice of going to a Class V star, similar to Class K or M star, but pinkish. Or
To Class B, a bluish star. It has the blues.
I kind of like the blues.
I kind of like the blues.
I kind of like the blues. Set of course for the.
Actually, I'm totally for the reds. I'm not gonna lie.
You're for the reds?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, but I'm feeling the blues.
Because we can't be the Blues Brothers at the moment. Like we're too red. We're too red.
reds.
The Galaxy Force Court Martial.
Oh, one of these episodes.
High Command notifies you that you're to be court-martialed by holocal right now. An image of the Admiral's stern face reads the crimes listed against you, which involves most property damage and negligence. How do you plead? Guilty? You can present scientific evidence or blame your security team.
Guilty seems to be the diplomacy. It seems like that would be bravado, but
yeah, it kind of feels like that would be bravado, but it seems to be diplomacy.
Yeah, they have it under diplomacy.
It is our highest. It is from these three options our highest skill.
And honestly, we're not hurting for food right now.
Yeah.
So let's go with guilty.
You make an impassioned plea for leniency.
Mm-hmm.
What can you say? You've made mistakes, sure, but what about your triumphs? The nap you took during the firefight with those laborers left you well rested for a resulting hostage negotiation.
Well done.
Well done. Who says a power nap during a firefight is not the best way to go? It's like, we have the odds in our favor.
Slow down, slow down, slow.
Ooh!
Oh, that did not go well.
So, yeah. Oh boy. High Command had not heard about the incident with the slavers. Damn. They want to bring you in for questioning. Command shuts down your refrigeration tanks remotely, spoiling your nutri paste. Thank the stars for nutri powder. We lost 45 food.
Oh my gosh.
Not that good. But we're close. We're very close to where we're supposed to go, so it's okay.
I think we have the same option.
Yeah, we can go there for some more fuel, or fuel for both of them. We can do the following. Let's go down, because then we can have another step.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of like going a little bit further.
Oh. Well, while flying, you discover a superheated ball of liquid tridolomite coalesced near a white dwarf star. Did I just speak gibberish? This material has the unusual property of being both effective at reinforcing your armor and an efficient fuel. Should we slather it on or pop it in a fuel tank?
Well, I mean, gibberish, it's sci-fi gibberish. It's kind of like reversing the polarity.
Yeah.
That solves a lot of things, reversing the polarity. But
damn it, Jim. I'm a first officer, not a technician. How could I know that?
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, you don't have to know that. It's okay.
We're on our way to get fuel one way or the other. And I don't know. We might have a combat or something that's gonna get our hull out.
We're good on fuel, but I mean, when you have 6 hull, I think we should pop the fuel.
The things are following. The place we're going now is gonna give us fuel.
So that's another reason, since we're going to get fuel anyway.
To get more fuel?
Where we're going to get. You mean does the next place have fuel?
The next place has fuel.
Okay.
So basically, if we get fuel now, we're gonna get it twice, and we're almost at the end of the mission. Or we could just get some more hull, just in case.
I'd rather have more hull. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's slather it on.
Well, that was only one hull. Okay. You fly the ship through the incredible hot bubble of molten tridolomite, triggering an explosion that pops the bubble. Before long, the metal hardens, and your ship is now ready to deal with some tough customers.
Well, we got one hull out of that, and that's nice.
That's okay. That's nice.
We started with 8, so back up to 7.
We actually started with no, with 8. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Not him again. You've been boarded. Oh, great. It's the inebriated galactic moosh, the Kapalka. Hey, Captain. Let's get this party started. I'm super hungry. What's for dinner? Oh, wait. Let's go for a Kepler burger and well,
Oh boy.
hey, the Kapalka got your invite. You can offer him a snack, or you can get him out of there. He got our invite.
He got our invite, and right now our bravado is the highest.
Yeah, like he got our invite.
He got the invite, so he's going to get this party started.
Yeah.
So let's get to it.
Wait, we invited a Kapalka? You actually like this guy? He's an obnoxious mooch who never shuts up about dumbest stuff. Well, we know people like that. You're on your own, Captain.
There sometimes are people like that.
He's just... I'm most of the time people like that.
Okay.
And let's see how it goes. We have a very good chance. We have like a very, very good chance of making this right.
Yeah. It looks like we're doing pretty well.
Yeah, and so we did. It's been a while. Captain. Hey, let's raid your fridge. And build an F-ray. The two of you set off on your immature adventure. Hours later, you succeed? That's not possible. I guess you got lucky, Captain. Whoa. So, we lost some food, we got some fuel, and we got one attack. Because now we have a death ray.
Was this like a space coming of age movie?
I guess so.
You know, it's like, woo!
I guess so. Like, this was super bad in space, I guess?
It could be. That might be what we have going on. But I'm tired of coming of age movies, so let's move on from there. We have so much fuel right now. I think going to the asteroid belt looks a little bit more interesting than going to the blue star and getting like even more fuel. A collection of space rocks and debris. Okay.
Yeah. We can get a random thing. Random things are cool.
I'm curious what the random thing's going to be.
Hopefully. Not really. So we got to the vortex. A space vortex opens up in front of you. Your ship's sensor detects an unknown object is emerging from it. Headed right your way. What will we do? Will we immediately fly into the vortex? Or whatever is coming bears close analysis? Or we could just assume a defensive posture? I would say we go with bravado again, our highest.
Bravado's been working well for us recently. I mean, so I think.
Although, like, I like the idea. If it was me in there, I would automatically assume a defensive posture.
Mm-hmm.
But I say we go with bravado.
Bravado, it is.
You launch a team of volunteers into the vortex to see what's inside.
And so we do.
Hopefully not this Stay-Puft Marshmallow Man.
Mr. Staple. Uh-oh.
No.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay, that went like from the worst to the best.
Exactly.
Okay, we've been very, very lucky this game.
Yeah. Set phasers to fun.
Hey.
You're in the party dimension. Whoop. Pop. Everyone is having a great time, eating endless breadsticks, and listening to the greatest hits of all possible timelines.
Like endless breadsticks.
Very important mention here. One of these greatest hits was actually the captain here singing "You Got Booty." Eventually,
true story.
You leave, and your officer learns about self-control. So, Brooke, thank you very much. You learned about self-control. We got some more tactics, and we got a lot of food. We got like a lot of food.
Mm-hmm. I think I learned something today. Self-control is very important.
And remember, whenever you see that one piece of candy you haven't eaten yet, you can eat it tomorrow. Learning is half the battle.
G.I. Joe. Who wants bottoms on?
And now, I guess we're going towards our goal.
Okay.
Which seems to be a girlfriend? Oh no.
A GF.
GF.
I saw that you started at GF and then you ended at GF.
Oh no, it's because Galactic Federation.
Galactic Federation, yeah. Okay. Oh, I think well,
It's something more attainable at the moment.
I think that the first GF just friended you, so you had to move on to the
You
next
have to
one.
move on to the next one. It
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense.
You were just friended.
Like it was just over.
It was
the
time.
time there.
It was time to move on. It was good while it lasted, but now we're
Now, like the move on, like all the way through here, makes a lot of sense.
Now that we have that context,
Makes a lot of sense.
It does. This is a very healthy game.
Yeah.
It
teaches you how to move on.
Yes, that's very important. So another life lesson.
Another life lesson.
G.I. Joe.
So the Galaxy 4 Starbase, the next outpost along the Orion Trail. Get here at any cost.
Set a course.
And we seem to get there without incident. And the mission was successful. Congratulations, Brian. You have successfully traversed the Wilkie May in a most daring expedition. Galaxy Force honors you with the title Admirable Negotiation. I don't know what's happened.
Admirable and
Right?
I can't speak English either.
Admirable Negotiator.
Well done. I'm very, very happy that we managed to win.
We lost Blinky, Sylvia Celestial, Bluebird, Al Nubnub, Orbane, Sean Hype, David 100 something, Reggie, Punk Rock Mike, Hack Collins, and Fergus McCrockstumper. And in homage to one of my favorite series, like Reggie.
I'm looking at myself.
You're totally dancing.
I'm doing the Cabbage Patch right now with my crown. I
am just turning around with like my reader.
It's like Doug's looking around. Brooke's like playing on his calculator, and that is the wonder that is Orion Trail.
So we finished our first step on Orion Trail, and I would say we wrap up here.
Yeah, I think so.
And we take the next steps on the way.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do something I've always wanted to do, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Like when I was a kid watching TV. Stay tuned for next episode of Orion Trail. Seriously, I just like fulfilled the childhood dream.
I'm glad that we could
we could do that, right?
That we could give that to you. That's important to me. And come back for another episode of Game Explorer, where we're going to be looking at a number of games, tabletop and video games. Please follow us on Comics Cafe TV, broadcasting here from Romania. We're excited about this.
And I have to say, like, first of all, today about the Game Explorer itself.
Yeah.
We're literally exploring around, which is good.
Yeah.
And it's not always that you get an American, a Brazilian, in Romania exploring Orion.
I'm glad that we could make it to the end of the
Wilkie May.
The Wilkie May. I'm glad that we could make it there.
With almost all of our crew intact.
I hope that they have a candy bar named after it.
They should.
They really should. It's but yeah, this is great fun, and I encourage you to check out Orion Trail from Scale Games. You can find it on Steam. I'm sure that there's other places you can find it, but I have my copy on Steam, and it's a good time. If you're a Star Trek fan, I think you'll have a great.
If you're a Star Trek fan, if you're a space fan, or if you're like basically just a game fan, or a humor fan, go for it. It's worth it.
Yeah,
you got our seal of approval.
Oh, definitely. This is a game I really love trying out, and we think you'll enjoy it too. So stay tuned. For something else, because we're about to leave, but check out the other Twitch streamers. There's a lot of great people out there doing a lot of wonderful things. I know that we're going to be doing that. So
we certainly will.
So goodbye and la revedere. Papa.
Papa.